the land of beautiful masks. Did we forget how to cry? Once upon a time, there was a place called the land of beautiful masks. In this land, when a child turned 10, they were given a smiling mask. The mask made them look happy all the time, even when they were sad. Even when they were angry or hurting, their face still smiled. People said things like, "Feelings just cause trouble. Crying doesn't help. Grown-ups shouldn't bother others." So, everyone wore their masks, and soon, no one showed their real feelings anymore. In that land, there was a boy named Luca. He had just turned 10. It was Luca's turn, but he didn't take the mask. He shook his head and whispered.
"No, thank you."
The adults around him whispered, "What's he talking about? Isn't that embarrassing? He's kind of weird." He didn't say a word. He simply walked away without the mask. From then on, everyone knew him as the boy who showed his real face. His smile was real, and when he cried, his tears were too, but the other kids stayed away from him. He's kind of creepy. Having a real face is weird. Even the teachers seemed unsure around him. Still, Luca didn't wear a mask. Pretending to be happy felt even scarier. One day, as Luca walked through the town, he thought he heard something. Soft voices, hidden behind the masks. "Help me. It hurts. I can't do this anymore." The voices were soft. So soft, he wasn't sure if they were real. But the more people he passed, the more he felt it.
"Maybe. Everyone wants to cry too, but they've forgotten how."
That evening, Luca sat alone in the forest. He cried, not because he was weak, but because he finally understood something. No one else could cry anymore. His tears were not just his own. They were also the hidden tears, behind masks all across the land. Tears no one had shown for a very long time. The next day, Luca sat quietly in the corner of the town square. He looked up at the sky. His face was dry now, but the sadness was still there. People walked by. No one looked at him. No one said a word, just like always. But that day, an old man stopped. He sat down beside Luca. For a moment, they both looked up at the sky. Then the old man asked softly,
Were you crying?
Luca looked surprised. He gave a small nod.
"I think," he said, "everyone here is smiling, but deep down, they all want to say, 'Help me.'"
The old man began to speak, slowly, quietly.
I once had a grandson I loved very much. He was about your age. He was very sick. In the end, my grandson took off his mask. He cried and said, "I'm scared. It hurts." He let me see his real face. He was so brave. But I couldn't take off my mask for him. I thought crying would make things worse. I thought showing my sadness would scare him more. And so I kept my smiling mask on and said, "It's okay," even though it didn't feel true. But the truth is, I wanted to cry more than anyone. I was the one who was scared and in pain. If I could have taken his place, I would have done it right away. He was everything to me. What he really needed wasn't fake strength or smiling words. He needed someone to sit beside him and feel the same sadness with a real face.
Luca gave a small nod. There was something in his eyes, something that reminded the old man of his grandson. For a moment, it felt like that brave little boy was sitting beside him again. The old man's hand shook. He slowly reached up to his face and took off his mask. His face hadn't felt the wind since he was a boy. Underneath, his face had deep lines, from holding in tears for many years. For a moment, the town went quiet. People passing by still wore their smiling masks. But something had changed. They slowed down. Some turned to look, and their eyes, they looked different, as if they saw their own hurt reflected in the old man's real face. The next day, someone else quietly took off their mask. Then another, and another. "Is it okay if I cry too?" "It's okay. I have a real face. The land of beautiful masks was starting to change. Luca looked up at the sky. There were no more tears in his eyes. Showing your real face is scary, but it can touch the hearts of others, like a gentle, warm wind. And that was the first wind that ever blew through the land of beautiful masks. Thank you for watching Soralexia. We share stories to help someone feel just a little better, a little happier every day.